Asia Down Under is celebrating its 600th episode, a milestone for the long-running program marked by a party at the Freemans Bay Community Centre in Auckland.
Every year we do 40 programs, or just thereabouts. And after 15 years, we knew 600 was, about there. And to realize that, our final program was going to be the 600, we had to celebrate it and actually mark it with a big party.
For me, I personally feel it's an achievement on the whole issue of television for New Zealand, especially ethnic Asian programs. So I'm proud to say that after 15 years, it's still going very strong, and I'm very happy that another 15 years it will be more stronger.
I think it's a real achievement from something that started so small and experimental, and nobody had any idea whether people would want to watch it. We thought perhaps Asians might, but with the rest of the viewing public. And clearly, after 15 years, there's obviously an audience out there. It's not just there because the government feels it should be there. It's a worthy program that we should have. I think it's developed its own identity and its own audience and maintained it.
Asia Down Under began in 1994 as the New Zealand On Air funded program Asia Dynamic under the umbrella of Television New Zealand's Education TV. Produced by Stephen Chu and hosted by Melissa Lee and Bharat Jamnadas, it took to the airways on TV1 on Sunday the 19th of April.
We had one practice, and we were taken to the studio and told to perform. And it was time to either sink or swim, and we swam like hell.
Namaste, kia ora, apa kabar, sawadee krap.
Annyeonghaseyo, ning hao, konnichiwa. Greetings from Asia Dynamic.
Developed to reflect the diverse Asian communities living in Aotearoa, the program covered a large number of communities under the broad term Asian. Asia Dynamic started telling stories as diverse as arts, culture, music and fashion.
Well, welcome.
The group that I belong to, New Zealand On Air, has a long-term desire to get more of New Zealand's cultural diversity onto television.
I think a lot of people were very excited to actually see Asia Down Under, Asia Dynamic back then, on telly. And we had a lot of support. And immediately after, the following week, there was a huge review by the Sunday Star Times. Tony McRae, I think, actually did a review. I still remember her name. I can't believe it. And she did a brilliant review of the show, saying what a wonderful, dynamic program it was, and what a change it was for New Zealand. And it was great.
It also reflected the issues concerning immigration, refugees, health and youth. The program brought stories of concern to the Asian communities into the living room of New Zealanders.
Are any immigrants, in fact, going back to their countries?
It was during the time when, the talkback radio was screaming that the Asians were taking over, and a lot of Asians were coming under the new immigration regulations, so it was important to show who they were, how they felt, It was very important to break that, stereotypical image that everybody had about Asians.
The efforts of all concerned were rewarded by the Dalai Lama during a visit in 1992, when he gave the project his blessing.
This program, it has been a signal part of New Zealanders coming to recognise that there are a number of people in our country who celebrate the Chinese New Year, who celebrate Diwali, who celebrate Eid al-Fitr, and they are things which the general community can also be more aware of and celebrate also.
The Governor-General, who was born in Auckland and worked as a lawyer and a judge, has been in a number of programs on Asia Down Under. We first met him when he was sworn in as Ombudsman on October 12, 1995.
I, Anand Satyanan, swear that I will faithfully and impartially perform the duties of Ombudsman.
To compare the New Zealand in which I grew up and the New Zealand of today, technically it's of course the same place. but it's a wee bit like comparing the old valve radio with the silicon chip. You know, New Zealand has changed in its demography. The proportion of people of Asian background in New Zealand has grown dramatically, and people who have come to New Zealand have made a contribution to the way in which our country works.
In 2005, we were there when he received an award from the Governor-General, Dame Sylvia Cartwright, who bestowed him the title Distinguished Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit.
Oh, receiving the honour is a matter of delight.
In 2006, we were also there when he himself filled the shoes of the Governor-General, becoming the first Asian to hold one of the highest offices in the country.
I, Anand Satyanand, swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Taste in television viewing has also changed, and there's been scope for a program like Asia Downunder to beam things that are of interest to people of Asian origin, but who are participants in the broad New Zealand society.
Another prominent Asian whose career has been documented by the program is Pansy Wong. She was an accountant when we first met her and was next seen on our screen as the first MP of Asian descent to make it to Parliament as a National List candidate under MMP.
It is with humbleness, great pride and a sense of trepidation that I deliver the maiden speech as the first MP of Asian ethnic origin.
I'm more mature and more experienced. Obviously, in Parliament, you learn the roles a lot more. But apart from that, I like to think my energy level, my love for interaction with people, and the wish to make a difference remain the same.
She's now written another page of history by becoming the first Asian electorate MP after her win in botany, and also the first Asian to hold ministerial portfolios.
I think the fact that after the 2008 election, I won the botany seat, and that's very gratifying. But then Parliament would have 6 Asian MP. I'm particularly pleased with Melissa Lee and Kamwaji Singh Bakshi on our side. This is fantastic. It just shows that Asian, non-Asians, we can enjoy equal opportunity. It's hard work, but we can get there.